Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's currently live or it's after the live stream is over, the New York Knicks just finished up winning at Madison Square Garden, protecting home court versus the Indiana Pacers. The final score being 121 to 117. New York Knicks now up 1-0 in the series. Obviously, we have another game to go at the Garden, and before this goes back to Indiana. But this was a big time win for the New York Knicks. A game that was very up and down. You could say it was very sloppy when it came to turnovers. We were not getting bench production. We were not able to inbound the basketball. But when it came down to the final 5 minutes of the game, the New York Knicks were absolutely clutch. They were cool as a cucumber under pressure. We definitely need to get more production from the bench, but the starters absolutely stepped up, at least offensively, because there was a lot of scary moments. Like, yeah, now like we're getting buckets against this Pacers team, but can we get stops? And OG Anunoby came up with a huge steal when he jumped the passing lane in the fourth quarter. That's when I thought the momentum really flipped in this basketball game. And I was like, I really have a feeling we're going to win this game. The way Dante DiVincenzo had it going from three, I was saying, this is Dante's series. I really do not believe that when it comes to off the ball, they can keep up with Dante DiVincenzo in this game. But Halliburton really looked rattled down the stretch, even when it came to a big possession to try to get it even closer, even though you could say the game was over anyway. He was bobbling the basketball. He only had 6 points in this game, but we were down, what, 5 at halftime? But the thing is, the New York Knicks are undefeated when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to trailing at halftime. Obviously when we had the lead those couple games versus Philly at halftime, we weren't able to close it out, but this team just loves playing from behind. This team just fucking loves adversity. Hartenstein, he had a good offensive game. We're definitely gonna have to make adjustments on Miles Turner, no doubt about it. But McConnell produced for them off the bench. Obi Toppin did. I thought Mitchell Robinson played decent when he was out there, but I didn't like when he was in the fourth quarter. It looked like he didn't come in ready prepared mentally. Like we weren't able to inbound the basketball, and he already has inconsistent hands. But there's a tale of two halves. It still came down to the final 5 minutes. The Knicks, their philosophy, they don't care how the game is close when it comes to the final few minutes. They just want it to get there. And they want Jalen Brunson to take us home or close out the game. And that's what Jalen Brunson did. There were some calls and I'm like, okay. But then also being a Knicks fan, it's like, well, I've watched this team for a good amount of years. Before we had Brunson, we would never get calls like that. So it's awesome seeing like us actually have a good whistle. But I'm not gonna say like the officials were good on both ends. I thought they had some shitty calls for the Indiana Pacers. I thought it really was ticky tacky when it came to the third quarter. But this was literally a game of the fucking starters playing amazing. Jalen Brunson, what was he, 12 for 12 from the free throw line? We needed that. We needed to execute. Josh Hart missed that 1 second. Was at the end of the third or beginning of the fourth, got his own rebound. But the funny thing is, like, McBride didn't score any points. It was pretty much just the starters that stepped up offensively. I do think there were some rough patches defensively, and we still won. We could get into that moving screen call. As a Knicks fan, I thought Dante DiVincenzo did a good job doing the Matrix. Maybe Turner was moving a little bit, but I'm proud of this team for overcoming the adversity because we got off to a very good start in this game, and the Pacers bench gave them energy because Siakam didn't even have 20. Halliburton didn't even have 20. I'm not sure who their leading scorer was. I'm not even joking. It actually might be McConnell, but I actually think the Pacers bailed us out when Andrew Nembhard took a step back three. I'm like, has he taken a three all game? But when Brunson didn't make a three all game, he hit a huge one when it mattered. The jab step, patient, and what is that? That's 5 straight 40-point games for Jalen Brunson. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Then everyone will respect this Knicks team. Yeah, I didn't even think we played at our best. You could say the same thing with the Philly series. We find ways to win. We grind it out. But please, I feel like we've had this issue since the Chicago game at the end of the regular season last game. Could we find better ways to inbound the basketball? We can't just have Jalen Brunson cutting to get the ball. We need other guys as well to help out. Just that was very scary. Thank God that one plate went off Nemhard's foot. Just we yes, the New York Knicks did their job, but there was also some luck involved, and sometimes you need some luck. Pacers only have one closer, and he's suffering. Yeah, because he was actually suffering from that in the Bucks series. Some people were saying like, "Oh, this is the Embiid thing. They're trying to throw us off with the questionable thing." But no, he's had these back spasms, and he only had 6 points. I agree. We don't just need the defense. We need some offense, and I'm gonna at least need 10 points from McBride next game. And I was kind of disappointed the way McBride played defensively in this game when it came to TJ McConnell. He had problems with TJ McConnell in the regular season, but I have a lot of respect for McConnell. I feel like he was trash talking, but he was being a good sport out there. He slapped Brunson on the hiney after a play. That's someone I really have a lot of respect for. Obviously, playing the Pacers right now, like fuck him, but he's been waived before, then brought back by Philly. I remember that, and Philly fans like him. But I have respect for McConnell. He fucking killed us. He was getting to the rack at ease, but we have to trust Tibbs to make adjustments. But do you guys think we should play Shake at some point or Burks? But it's crazy how we still outscored them in the fourth. You would think we'd be the more tired team, but getting to the free throw line, taking them out of the momentum, slowing them down, that's a key, getting to the foul line. So is the playoff beard a thing? Yeah, if anyone is wondering, I'm growing out the beard for the playoffs. If anyone is wondering that, that's why the beard is long right now. I'm growing it out for the playoffs. Most of the players not used to playing long minutes either. Are you talking about the Pacers? Are you talking about the Pacers? Oh yeah, Miles. We have to make adjustments on Miles Turner. I love that Hartenstein was able to get buckets in the interior. They had a couple nice defensive stops on Hartenstein. He got blocked at the rim a couple times, but we know that floater is just automatic for him. But Miles Turner is a tough cover. There was some shots though, especially at the beginning of the third, that I'm like, damn, he just shot that right over him. And obviously, I'm not a coach. I'm not the one seeing things, but there were some plays that it was like, wait, what? Like, why is Brunson on him? Are you talking about the Knicks or the Pacers? Well, you're probably talking about the Knicks, bro. We get no calls. There was terrible officiating, I thought, in the third quarter, that there was a lot of ticky-tacky calls. That, like, ball don't lie when it came to Siakam. When it came to the one play when he ended up missing the 2 free throws. But I think the announcer, by the way, can you guys hear me good? Let me know in the chat. But Van Gundy did bring up how he's been struggling from the line apparently in the playoffs. Forgot who brought it up. It's Van Gundy or someone else, but another sloppy game, just like the Philly series, but the Knicks just find ways to win. But I agree with Isaiah. We need more from the bench. Don't worry, I'm getting to every comment. Don't think I'm not getting to your comments. Next game, Deuce gonna be good, and TJ's a dog. I wish Philly never got rid of him. Nah, I'm glad he's not on Philly. He's good. Yeah, Miles Turner did kill us. But it was crazy. We got to like such a hot start, and then their bench just Obi killed us. Obi killed us. There's probably a lot of people leaving because there was like 12 people. Now it's down to 4. I'm getting to everyone's chat. Okay. But I wonder how bad his back spasms are. Did he take 1-3 all game, Halliburton? I thought we did a really good job pressing him. By the way, shout out to Dante DiVincenzo. I thought he played one hell of a game. He missed a couple bunnies early at the basket, but he was knocking down threes, which I love. Playoff beard's working. Let's go. I'm not going to go that far. I have a feeling we could sweep Indiana. I feel like we didn't play particularly great and we still won. But they could... Actually, I'm trying to think. They could say, well, Halliburton didn't play that well. But I think he's only averaging like 16 a game in the playoffs this year. This postseason so far. I do think we're more battle-tested because they played a Bucks team that Lillard missed a couple of games that series. Obviously, he played some. But Giannis was out the whole series well. Even though Embiid was on one leg, Maxi's still one hell of a player. But Halliburton just had that was an unbelievable play by OG, just timing the lane so well, clogging the lane, and how he was able to save it from going out of bounds to dunk. That was such a huge play. But I hope, Drew, that would be awesome. They're just such a high-powering offensive team. But like I mentioned, we're gonna have to get to the line. We're gonna have to continue to be gritty and make this or slow down this game because they like to play fast. But winning game 1's always fucking huge, guys. Winning game 1 is always big time. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He definitely did flop. Maybe you could say Miles Turner was moving a little bit on that screen, but he did a great job selling it. But hey, I feel like you have to sell it nowadays. Or even back in the 90s, I didn't see Reggie Miller play, but he sold a lot of shit. He did. You gotta sell it. What's going on, Big Blue in the Bronx? I'm not sure if this is Alex or Luca, but I appreciate you tuning in. Let's go Knicks. The true Pharaoh in the chat says, yo, what's up, Knicks? Realist, great game 1. Just expect every game to be close, though. I'm just going to say every game is going to continue to be close. That's just the way this team is assembled. I don't know if we're built to blow out teams. I don't know if we are. I hope I'm wrong. And we do have a couple blowouts this series. But every game is just going to be a grinded out win. But again, like credit to Isaiah. We need the bench to step up. We're gonna need McBride to score well, but McConnell does a really good job pressuring the ball. But when McConnell's not out there, I guess McBride's gonna have to take advantage. But I think he only played 11 minutes, but he was getting toasted on defense too. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Yo, Nick's Deli, what's going on? I appreciate you tuning in. He says, "Yo, young bro, what's going on? How you doing, man?" Dude, I was shook. I was fucking shook, man. Dude, it was so funny. So I was watching the game with my brother, and I forgot what happened. I said to my brother, I was like, if we get a stop and DiVincenzo hits the three, like, or if we get a stop and then we hit a three, cut it to one, we're winning this game. And literally 5 seconds later, that happened. I didn't say it was gonna be DiVincenzo, but I don't know if you guys were here like after we recapped the first round series. I said this is DiVincenzo's series. This is DiVincenzo's series. This is. Damn, it sucks though that Bogdanovich is hurt, man. It sucks he's hurt. You know how fucking awesome he'd be in this. Oh, that's so frustrating. But man, Knicks just find ways. And shout out to Brunson for hitting his free throws. Still need Hart to hit his free throws, but he had that huge offensive rebound. And that was a huge foul by who was it? Nemhard. It was clear path. That was big time. Yeah, we got to hit free throws. Yeah, Isaiah Jackson played very well. I remember I made a video on Isaiah Jackson like a year or two ago. He went to Kentucky. The Knicks were interested in him. What's going on, Sports Nation Clips? Appreciate you tuning in. He says, let's freaking go. We could breathe a little bit of sigh of relief. I guarantee you the Knicks are not breathing us like sigh of relief. They're fucking probably watching film right now. Rick Brunson's probably like saying to Jalen, yeah, you had 40, but what the fuck? Take care of the ball. This entire team needs to take care of the ball. Like, literally, we should be working on inbounding the basketball. Please. Please. Him or Shake, like, we need any source of offense. Even if, of course, Burks has stupid turnovers and he could take some dumb shots, but we need someone else that could put pressure on the defense. The only thing that scares me, though, because McBride's played very well this playoffs, but he only had 3 last game. What was that game? 6, obviously. And then he had 0 tonight. Only thing that scares me with Burks, he's so ball dominant that he might just take McBride out of the game. He takes some really dumb shots. I think Milton's a better defender, but I feel like he's not as good as he was in Philly in 2020. Guys, just what a game this was, though. I feel like, well, that Timberwolves Nuggets series has been like insane game 1. But when it comes to these Knicks games, if you're an NBA fan, you don't even have to be a Pacers fan. You don't even have to be a Knicks fan. You don't have to be a Sixers fan. Like, this is just so much fun to watch this basketball. It's crazy because in the regular season with OG, we were blowing out teams, but now it's so scary at the end of games. I feel like we had more of those blowouts when we had Randall with OG, though. I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to look into the context of who we played, but the playoffs is different. Like, I know we've had some blowouts these playoffs, but like, they're playing like their lives are on the line in the playoffs. It's not easy to blow teams out. And the Pacers, they're fast paced, man. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. What were your guys' reactions to because obviously Obi didn't do the organization wrong. We traded him, but what were your thoughts on the boos? Because my mentality is you're not on the team anymore. Like, I probably wouldn't have booed him, like, if I was there, but I'm still like, look, I'm probably deep down like, fuck you, you're not on the team anymore. I know we did you dirty, but it was nuts because their bench was insane and we still won. Could we have like McConnell have one off game though? I feel like we're gonna hate McConnell all series. We really are. I brought that up before. The bench has to answer because we've been losing. Yeah, we got killed in game 6 and we still won last game. But at some point, the bench is gonna have to step up though, unless Josh Hart like is as dominant offensively as he is as dominant offensively as he was last series. But these game 1s, like, we know he played well pretty much all of last series. He had one game he struggled offensively, but these game 1s, this dude just plays unbelievable. But this was so important because I was so scared when we played Miami last year in the second round. We lost game 1. We didn't protect home court. This time we did. No, I'm not putting Jacobs out. We saw him that one game. That dude's bad. No disrespect. We're probably gonna put Shake or Burks out there. I don't know. And that Precious was out there, but he wasn't out there a lot, right? But honestly, I thought OG Anunoby had the most underrated game. We could talk about Brunson having like 5 straight 40-point games and the company he's in. Talking about DiVincenzo Hart was obviously amazing. But I thought OG, he got blocked sometimes at the rim. But I like that he was aggressive. He continued to be confident throughout the game. He's such a key for us. What do you got, 15, 16? I don't think the Cavs are beating this. I think Celtics are winning in 5. They're winning in 5 or 6. I just watched that team. Mobley doesn't give you enough offensively. He doesn't. Garland's so hit or miss. I don't know. Niang sucks. Mitchell's obviously amazing, but I'm just not a believer in that Cavs team at all. Rick Carlisle's system is tailor made for Obi. Oh yeah, they like to fucking run, man. They like to run. Um, I'm shocked that he wasn't starting at all this season. Probably shows he'll only be a bench player. Yeah, he just gives you greater energy off the bench. I would honestly probably do the same thing. Um, but they needed more from Halliburton offensively. He only took, what, 5 shots? Credit to the Knicks defense, though. I thought DiVincenzo was putting fucking pressure on him, and we got in his head. That's only one game, but I'm not going to lie. I thought he was going to try to do the Trae Young villain thing, but that didn't happen in game 1. Oh, yeah, especially, yeah, in the first half especially. Well, this is the thing that the Knicks, they probably made adjustments with in the second half. The Sixers ran so much drop coverage because Embiid wasn't mobile. He obviously wasn't fully healthy, so he wasn't able to move around a lot. But Miles Turner's healthier. He's more mobile, and he's one of the top shot blockers in the league. He really is. He's a hell of a player. We'll see what happens, Jose. I appreciate you guys being here, by the way. Yeah, they don't play much defense. They weren't. I'm sure Patriots fans were frustrated that they weren't able to stop Hart just going at the rim, and they held us to what, only 2 offensive rebounds in the first half. But it felt like in that third and fourth quarter, the second half, we went back to rebounding the heck out of the basketball. We can go over the stats together. Um, and is Jalen Smith hurt, or is he get DNPs? Because I'm not gonna lie, he killed us in the regular season. Jalen Smith. I'm not sure if he's injured. I checked his injury report. He's not there. What's going on, MH? How you doing? Undeniable. Keep the energy up. Knicks fans remember hit that game winner against us. Remember that? All right, I'll answer this. Oh wait, let me read this. Although we won, and like, okay, I saw it. Um, do you think the ref should have let the play go, not calling? Obviously, I'm not an official, but if it was the other way around, I'd be pissed. You could say maybe Turner was moving a little bit, but it's really rare when you see those called. But Dante just did a great job selling it. If Dante didn't sell it, we probably wouldn't have got the call. Let's be real. If Dante didn't sell it, I don't think we would have got the call. But it is what it is. He did a good job selling it. Like, these Villanova guys do a great job selling calls. Like Brunson, I love Brunson, but he sells it, which you got to do. I feel like top players in the league do that. Hart sells it. DiVincenzo. And a huge shot that would have been some momentum for Halliburton is when they called the foul on the floor and he thought it was the continuation. That was pretty big time. I'll be real though. I'm not gonna say I thought we were gonna. You never know with this team. Like, they always battle no matter what. But when we weren't able to get stops for like the first few minutes into the fourth, I was getting scared. I was like, we need to get a fucking stop, man. But I believe Halliburton struggled game 1 versus Milwaukee too. Yeah, the key for this team is still rebounding, man. Offensive rebounds, big time. Because I'm not sure how many Miles Turner had tonight, but he averaged 7 rebounds per game these playoffs and 6.8 in the regular season, I think. Because that's the thing that's kind of crazy. The pace and Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaq were saying, oh, they're gonna tire him out, but we scored more in the fourth quarter than them because we kind of slowed it down and we kind of took them out of their element. Um, but even though they play faster, we might better be more well conditioned. But I still think we're gonna need the bench to step up because there's gonna be games we get tired, which is the playoffs. Teams get tired, not just us. Um, Sports Nation Clips makes a good point. The problem The problem that we're gonna have is they stay home with shooters, so they're not gonna be able to move the defense. So we need to find a way. Problem is that we're gonna have have to stay home with shooters, so they're not gonna be able to move the defense. We need to find a way to counter that. We're talking about the Pacers shooting or our shooting. So I thought we shot it very. I'm not sure what we shot, but Dante really had it going. Um, yeah, man, that's how the Knicks can win. Boards. Yeah, we could look at the box score. He's played a ridiculous amount. How many lungs does Josh Hart have? Like Josh Hart, I don't know how he doesn't get tired. I don't get it. But the Knicks just grinding out wins, grinding it out. And I know Pacers fans. I don't like people that say like, "Well, they gave them the game," because let's say it wasn't an offensive foul. Like they still had to score in that moment, and in that moment, we'll be on a 9-0 run, so they still had to capitalize. But I do understand the frustration. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a flop, but there's a lot of flopping in today's NBA. You just have to sell it. But there was also a stretch in the third. I thought they were terrible, the officials. So, and by the way, I don't know how my last stream got flagged for copyright. I never even showed highlights. Is it because I showed the interviews? That's so dumb if I got copyright because of that. But Josh Hart's played the most playoff minutes in a 7-game span since LeBron in 2006. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. But what is that now? 5 straight 40-point games for Brunson. I felt like we did a better job moving the ball in the second half, and it happened again, guys. Down the stretch, Brunson trusted his teammate. You trusted DiVincenzo, just like you trusted Hart in Game 6. Brunson, you don't always have to do it alone, man. Trust your teammates. He's been doing that. Oh, we have to keep daring Tyrese to shoot, but we need to close the passing lanes for the Pacers. And OG did that at the end, man. I completely agree with you, Sports Nation. That's a great point. Sorry, I didn't understand it before. I'm pretty terrible at understanding some things. But yeah, he says the Pacers stay home against the shooters, and I feel like we just need to keep daring Tyrese to shoot, but we need to close the pass. See, I wouldn't dare Tyrese to shoot though. He could shoot. He didn't take. The problem was he just didn't take a lot. But we just have to like pressure him. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I was like, we need to be physical with Halliburton, and I thought we were physical with him. But I agree. But I wouldn't dare him to shoot. He's still a good shooter. Because I think the advantage in this series, guys. So the Tyreses are obviously totally different players. Tyrese Halliburton's more of a pass first, then score. Maxey is score first. Halliburton is more feel for the game. Let the game come to him. While Maxey is just like, fuck, feel for the game. I'm attacking. And he's less of a playmaker distributing the ball. I think that's an advantage in our way. Because I feel like we struggle with more of those twitchy players, you know? Even when we play Trae Young, I feel like Trae Young's faster than Halliburton. So I feel like this is a better matchup. Knock on wood. I'm not taking anything away from Halliburton. I think he's one hell of a player, but like mentioned also on the injury report, he's suffering from a back thing, so he may not be 100%. He may not be. I felt like we were a lot better in the second half, Xavier, but yeah, we needed more assists because that's what I give credit to the Pacers for. They trust the pass. They really trust the pass. Because I mentioned when I was talking to my man Carl before when I brought him on that they don't have a lot of isolation basketball players. Like, yeah, Halliburton is an isolation player, but he's more get shots within the flow. He's not crazy break you down off the dribble. He can, but not at like an elite level. Siakam's more of that guy. And yes, Siakam, he missed a couple free throws. I'm not sure if he had a turnover, but I meant to mention that in my past live stream that Siakam sometimes is due for some dumb turnovers. But hey, we had some dumb. Like the Knicks need to take care of the basketball. There's some times that I'm like, we're rushing for no reason. I'm like, calm down, calm down, like calm down. But again, shout out to Josh Hart. You know, he got so much hate in the regular season. I understand it. He was hesitating on threes. He wasn't making threes. But he attacked all game. He's attacked all playoffs. He's played very good. I think we should get an offensive coordinator. Well, I don't even know if that would make much of a. Well, obviously the same football, but yeah, offensive like another coach for offensive purposes. Well, when we had Mike Woodson, he was more the offensive coach. I don't know if you gave tips to tips. Like, I don't know what they do, like, in the meetings. I don't know if they add new stuff or what. I want us to add some fucking inbound plays, though, no doubt. But yeah, just sometimes the Knicks just need to calm it down. But we literally won this game with just starters. I know Mitch had the lob dunk, but we need more offense from the bench. Again, Bogdanovich getting hurt just sucks. That was so terrible. But yeah, let's look at the box score. I'll pull it up. Obviously, the Knicks won 121, 117. Game down the stretch. Knicks up 1-0. Oh my. Wait, what? All right, so I just checked the Timberwolves Nuggets score. The Timberwolves are up 56-33. They're up 56-33. Wait, what? Anthony Towns has 20. Edwards has 14. Yeah, shit, man. This team is pretty fucking good. Wow. That's nuts. I said Nuggets in 6. That ain't looking good right now. I knew the Timberwolves were good, but shit, they're playing unbelievable basketball. But here we go. Let's check out the box score. Let's go to the team stats first. So the Knicks. See, this is nuts. So the Pacers are extremely efficient offensive team, but the Knicks were even better from the field. They shot 52.3% from the field. The Knicks 53.7. We actually shot better from 3. That's very encouraging. DiVincenzo, a key. And obviously Brunson had a huge 3 when it mattered in the fourth. His only make of the game was a huge one. But they were 10 for 26. We were 11 for 23. They shot 38%. We shot 47%. We shot better from the free throw line. I think our only misses from the free throw line were Josh Hart because Brunson was excellent. You didn't miss one. We shot 84%. They shot 78%. We won the rebounding battle, guys. 40 rebounds to 32. 40 to 32. That's encouraging. Obviously, much better in the second half. We out-rebounded them when it came to offensive rebounds by 1. We out-rebounded them defensive rebounds. See, they had 32 assists. I'm not sure how many we had at half, but I feel like we made adjustments of trust in the pass way more in the second half. So, like, putting into context, it's like we were actually, like, very close. But yeah, they do a great job moving the ball. They had 9 steals. We had 5 steals. Give credit to them, obviously, on some plays, but also we just got to take care of the ball. They had 5 blocks. We had 4. Like, we had 15 turnovers. We got to clean that up. Does I say we had 22 points off turnovers? Is that real? We had 22 points off turnovers. We had 20 fast break points. See, that's big time. They ran more than us in this game. We had more fast break points. They had 64 points on the paint. They had 58, or we had 58. They had 22 fouls. We had 19. See, like, the fouls weren't even that bad. Like, people were wondering some rig share. Our largest lead was 8. Their largest lead was 9. And we were trailing 5 at half. I think we do have offensive plays. It's just very, very predictable. I feel sometimes. But I do understand where you're coming from, Xavier. When you see like the constant dribble handoffs, it looks like the same action sometimes. Hope Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. Yeah, we gotta take care of the ball. We gotta value the basketball. All right, going to the box score. Going to the box score. Go to the Pacers here. Make sure there's no audio playing here on ESPN. There's about to be. Let me turn that off. Oh, no, it's off. Okay, good. All right, when you look at it, Pascal Siakam, 19 points, 5 assists, only 6 rebounds, though. 8 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Aaron Naismith, he got to the line, but he had 12 points, only made 3 field goals. Like, Miles Turner killed us. I'm not going to lie, he cooked in the Bucks series. But look at this, guys. Miles Turner, I thought, played very well defensively. He did have 1 block, but I thought he did a good job altering some shots. But he only had 2 rebounds, guys. They didn't have one guy with over 6 rebounds. That is a key right there. Yeah, Miles Turner, 23 points, 3 assists, only 2 rebounds, though. Andrew Nembhard, 4 of 10, 1 of 2 from 3. Took a 3 I thought was kind of unnecessary, 11 points, 4 assists. Tyrese Halliburton took like the least amount of shots in the starting lineup, or the whole game. Like, he was almost tied with Ben Shepherd. He had 6 points, 3 turnovers, 2 that were huge turnovers, 4 steals, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Obi Toppin felt like he had more than 12 points because when he came off the bench and scored, they were, like, in such big moments. Um, they were, like, kinda momentum changing points. He had the between the legs dunk. He had the pump fake on Josh Hart, knocked on the 3. We gotta stop falling for pump fakes. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 7. Isaiah Jackson, I'm not gonna lie, this dude played fucking very well defensively. And did a good job getting to his spots in the paint. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. TJ McConnell, he killed us, man. We had no answer for TJ McConnell at all. He missed like a bunny at the rim, but he played well. 18 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. Brunson was still able to score on him though, but 9 of 16 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Yeah, the one his foot was on the line, it was a 2. Ben Shepherd came off the bench, hit a couple threes. So our bench fucking killed ours. Now you look at the Knicks. OG Anunoby, damn, Josh Hart played 48 minutes. Yeah, we're going to need the bench step up next game. OG Anunoby, 42 minutes, 5 of 14 from the field. This is key, 3 of 7 from 3. And this is key again. I mentioned this before. He only averaged 5 rebounds per game in the regular season. We're going to need more.
Keep your spring going with the Home Depot and turn our advice into action. Our selection.
I felt like those were 2 big steals.
Savory.
Had a couple like dumb turnovers. He got blocked at the rim a couple times. I loved him staying aggressive. 13 points. Harnstein got fucking cooked. I'm not gonna lie. He's barbecue chicken alert for Miles Turner every time he was out there. And I would like more than 12 minutes from Mitch. I didn't like that he wasn't prepared when he came in the game. Fucking didn't catch the ball, and we turned it over. Like we had a couple of those moments. Like we got lucky. Harnstein, 36 minutes. He was 5 and 9 from the field. He hit the half-court shot though. Actually, let's not forget about that. Maybe that gave us some momentum in that third. Obviously, we're still down for some time, but Harnstein hitting that half-court shot was fucking big time.
And turn our
we cut it to what it would have been a 9-point game. We cut it to 6.
Something savory.
Trying to remember off my head, 10, 7. 5 for 9, 1 of 1 for 3. That's what he says because he hit the half-court shot. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 13 points. Jalen Brunson did get 14 free throws. He made 14 field goals. Jalen Brunson, 43 points, had 4 turnovers. I feel like they all came in the fourth. 43 points. That's another 40-point game. That's like 5 straight. It's 6 assists, 6 rebounds, underrated at his size. In an offensive rebound, 14 and 26, 1 of 4 from 3, but the 3 he hit was fucking big time off of the jab step. Dante DiVincenzo, big time in 44 minutes. He was 10 of 17. And the last time we played the Pacers, he had 38 points, I remember, in the regular season. 5 of 9 from 3, I believe. 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 25 points. Like, that's fucking big time. Like, DiVincenzo and OG, their ability to produce offensively and Harnstein really helped out. I was not getting production from the bench. Deuce McBride, only 11 minutes. 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 assist, 1 foul, 0 points. Plus minus a minus 13. Mitch Robinson, 2 points. It was off an alley from Jalen Brunson. Only played 12 minutes. Like I say, he looked that good. I kind of wish we played him more because Miles Turner was just fucking cooking. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Precious Achiuwa only played 4 minutes, 1 point, 1 rebound. So a sloppy game. This was definitely a very sloppy game. Knicks found a way. Their philosophy, they don't care how it comes down to the final 5 minutes if it's close. They find ways. They're like, Jalen Brunson won us this game. Kick it out to DiVincenzo if he's open. And he trusted his teammates. He really did. Brunson was amazing, but Josh Hart, I thought, was unbelievable in this game. Like, we don't win this game without Josh Hart. Like, he had 13 rebounds and 8 assists. He had 24 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 offensive rebounds. Like, his timing on these rebounds is pretty insane. I hope the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets, but turnovers is making them be close. That game's at halftime round. I hate that. Like, I was looking forward to watching that game, and it's a blowout right now. I kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. But I agree with you, Xavier. I'm not a huge fan of hero ball. So when the player's as efficient as Jalen Brunson, you do get away with it. But yeah, that's funny you say Tibbs doesn't have any offensive plays at all. Some of the time it's a free for all. Yeah, a lot of the time it feels like we rely on Brunson to get the defense to collapse and then just kick it out. But hey, we found a way to win. We made our shots. Like Josh Hart just continued to attack. Continue to attack. The amount of times he attacked and kind of surprised Miles Turner only had one block, but he did a good job protecting the ball. How many turnovers did he have? He had 5 turnovers, Josh Hart. For True Pharaoh says, yo, so this has nothing to do with basketball hype, but how you feeling about the Drake versus Kendrick beat that's going on? I haven't listened to any of the songs. Well, actually, no, I've listened to a couple. Apparently, there was no actual beef like before this. I think they're just doing it for clout. But I know some crazy stuff has definitely been said. I know it's a big deal on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, like, it's kind of impossible not to see it. But yeah, it's definitely something. Talking about Drake, how he's into little kids and what Kendrick was abused or sexually abused, or maybe he wasn't. I think, but Drake still made that joke. And apparently, there's been a lot of lies. Yeah, I want to show like the interviews to you guys.
The follow-up to Young Rich Widow.
I'm afraid like I got demonetized last time I did that, guys.
Secrets. Tension.
I got demonetized when I was showing fucking interviews. I wasn't showing highlights last game. That was kind of annoying.
On Audible.
I want to see what's going on with Twitter. Let's see. Twitter. But hey, I was talking about Halliburton might struggle in the half court and it looked like that. We just got to get back on defense, and that happened. Let's see. I sometimes have to be careful to see, like, be careful with what I show on Twitter. Fuck it. If I get monetized, I'll just battle it. I mean, if this gets demonetized, I'll just battle it. I'll show the interviews. Because I could just say I'm making it my content. Like, I'm reacting to it. I'm not fucking stealing it. Like, YouTube's sometimes so dumb with that. All right, here we go. Let's share this. The first video is Jalen Brunson on what allows Josh Hart to play so many minutes without getting exhausted. 48 minutes is insane, though. Like, even just for some rest, but, like, obviously you value every possession in the playoffs. But just, I don't like Burks, but fucking maybe even just for 8 minutes. Just give someone a fucking rest, dude. If it's Shake, like, whatever. But Brunson on what allows Josh Hart to play so many minutes. Here we go.
I would say because he saves it from not practicing. He competes during the game, and so I don't know, man. Dude's crazy. He finds a way. It's how he's wired.
He's a lunatic. That's the only way to describe Josh Hart. Sorry you feel that way about Nothing But Knicks. Nothing But Knicks is like one of the first channels I ever saw. I'm not sure what happened, but I appreciate you tuning in. But much love to Nothing But Knicks. Much love to Sam. He's a great guy. Again, I don't know what happened in the stream, but I appreciate you tuning in. Dude, I don't even care, man. Let Alec Burks play just so we can get some type of scoring off the bench. Yeah, man. I don't think Shake will play because he's played one game and it was like in the final few minutes. Dante DiVincenzo got on Jalen Brunson's nerves at the press conference. Oh, here we go.
What's telling you that you have to score? No one scored 40 in 4 games like Jordan. What's telling you you have to do this right now?
Stop.
Wait, what'd he say? They do a terrible job with the audio of these questions.
What's telling you that you have to score? No one scored 40 in 4 games like Jordan. What's telling you you have to do this right now?
Stop.
What is he saying? One, like he has one more to tie Jordan? What is he saying? Any of you guys hear that, Will? They need to fucking give these mics up. No, he's done. He had surgery. He's done. Him and Bogdanovich are done. Oh yeah, Deuce isn't trash, but like for a young player too, like yeah, we need someone else to step up. Like he played extremely well in the Philly series. Like he was asked to do a lot, and he did a lot. Like we need someone else. But what the fuck is he saying here?
What's telling you that you have to score? No one scored 40 in 4 games like Jordan. What's telling you have to do this right now?
Stop.
He just said something about Jordan. I don't know what the one means. Jalen Brunson talks about he and the Knicks doing the little thing to win games in the playoffs.
Yeah, the little things can go a long way. So, yeah, the 40 points are cool and all, but it's the little things that help us win games like that. And so, I'm just happy to have the group of guys that I do, and I just know that we're gonna fight every single day, and then that's all I'm really thinking.
A typical regular answer from Brunson, humble answer. Dante Vincenzo was asked if he thinks Jalen Brunson should have made one of the finalists for NBA MVP. We know in our locker room that he's our MVP, and we know he's our leader, and we're going to ride with him.
I'm sorry, I actually don't know who is the finalist. SJ. I mean, they're all deserving players. I think the thing about us is we know what we have in Jalen, and that's all that matters. I think for us internally, he's our leader, and would you like to see his name in that conversation? Absolutely. But we know in our locker room that he's our MVP, and he's our leader, and we're going to ride with him.
Great answer. Great answer. Great answer. Yeah, I hate that. Obviously, I hate Randall's out, but I hate that Bogdanovich is out because we need his offense so bad. Like, we're gonna need if our bench doesn't step up again, we're gonna need everyone to go off again. Like Hartenstein at 13, DiVincenzo with 25, Brunson at 40, OG gives 15. I'm not saying they're not capable of doing that because the Pacers are a very good defensive team, but we need the bench step up.
Congratulations for being the fourth player in NBA history to score 40 points and 5 assists in 4 straight games.
So he's the fourth player in NBA history to score 5 straight 40-point games and at least 6 assists. That's impressive. Wow.
Congratulations for being the fourth player in NBA history to score 40 points and 5 assists in 4 straight games. What was it about that late in the fourth quarter for you guys to finally take control?
Thank you, and I don't know. We just find a way, no matter what it is. We just give each other confidence to make sure we can get the job done. So it's nothing in particular. It's just a group of guys that we have. We all just give each other confidence and move forward together.
Okay. All right, let's give a round of applause to Rick Carlo. I already like what I see from this dude. I love what I see from Jim Carrey. No excuses, obviously, as of right now, F the Pacers. But I already like this. I don't want to talk about the officiating. We're not expecting to get calls in here. Good answer. Good answer. Let's see what kind of the way he says it, though.
What was your vantage point on the big screen by Miles? Did you think it was clean?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the officiating. We're not expecting to get calls in here. It'd be nice if they laid off that one, but they didn't. So that's just the way it goes. I mean, we challenged it, they reviewed it, they got a bunch of people in New Jersey that agreed with them. So that's just the way it goes. So we got to learn from that too. That's a timing play. Both guys are involved, so we'll have to execute that better next time.
I don't have a problem with that answer at all. He even said we got to be better. Like we got to be better executing the play. I don't have an issue with what he said at all. That's honestly a very bang frustrating play. I thought they were gonna win that challenge. Honestly, I thought they were gonna overturn that. Wait, what? Tom Thibodeau gets asked a question about Jalen Brunson. Who? Jalen. Yep. Who? Jalen. Yep. Jalen.
Oh, Jalen. Yeah, Jalen. Yeah, and that's what you love about Jalen. It's just, I mean, you could go on and on every night, and the thing I love about him is he's all about the team. So all he cares about is winning, and he cares about his teammates. And so I think when that happens, I mean, he's in the end. What do we need? Do we need a big bucket? Do we need whatever it is that we need? He'll provide. But I think the same could be said for all the guys that some of those rebounds that Josh came up with were incredible plays. So.
Yeah, I thought Jalen was amazing. The only things that I didn't like, we already know he's not a great defensive player, but he's getting cooked by McConnell. You just gotta value the basketball more, and I think he knows that. We just got to take care of the ball. We do. And I saw Walt Frazier at the game chilling next to John Starks. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was pretty cool. I said that because I just knocked over my Walt Frazier action figure. Tom Thibodeau shares the thoughts on the historic numbers Jalen Brunson's putting up in the playoffs.
Player with 30 and 5 straight playoff games since LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, and Oscar Robertson. What does that mean?
LeBron, Jordan, and Oscar Robertson. That's great company. That's ridiculous company, actually.
Player with 30 and 5 straight playoff games since LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, and Oscar Robertson. What does that mean?
Yeah, you just said it right there. It's pretty elite company, and so, and it's the impact that it's having on us. They're not like empty stats. They're stats that are impacting winning, So, and if he gets double team, he doesn't fight it. He gets off it, and then if he gets into the paint and they collapse or they overcommit, it also opens up second shot opportunities for us. So we want to take advantage of it that way. And we got some great guys at offensive rebounding, make a second and third effort, so we can get shots that way as well. So, but just the overall, the leadership of all those guys, giving everything they have to the team and putting the team first, says a lot about them.
Player with 30 and 5.
Tiz with a professional answer. What's going on, Graham? How you doing, man? I don't know if you saw fucking Nuggets are getting blown out right now. It's pretty insane. Is it on the Knicks page? Tom Thibodeau talks about Josh Hart playing all 48 minutes. You always put the team first, whatever's necessary. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We need him to play 48 minutes. Jalen Brunson has scored 210 points in the last 5 games. It's the most points a player scored in a 5-game span in the playoffs since Michael Jordan. That's fucking insane, actually. That's insane. That's a cool angle for the Dante shot. But the Villanova guys stepping up. But DiVincenzo at 25, Brunson 43, Hart 24 points. I'm sure Josh Hart has to have some type of rebounding record, what he's doing at his size at 6'4". But it came down to some bang plays at the end. Came down to execution. Rick Carlisle, he showed his frustrations, but he said that they have to be better and not put themselves in that position. Because even though I thought DiVincenzo flopped there, they also didn't score for like a couple minutes. We were on a 9-0 run, so they still had to execute offensively. Who knows how that would have went. Andrew Nemhard took an unnecessary shot. But if you're a Pacers fan, yes, the officials weren't good, but you got to look more into it. Miles Turner's your center, and he had 3 rebounds. Like 3 rebounds. I know he scored. I know he had a block shot, but 3 rebounds, that's unacceptable. Yeah, no one on the team with over 6 rebounds. Halliburton at 6 points. I know he passed the ball and it lets the game come to him, but as a leader and someone who's supposed to be the best player on the team, you need to step up more. Yeah, it's pretty insane stat. But we shot over 50% because this is a totally different matchup. I feel like I had a feeling DiVincenzo was going to be better this series. The Sixers are a better defensive team than the Pacers. The Pacers play fast, but they tire down at the end, which is crazy because their bench is a lot better. But the Knicks just might be better condition. Yeah, they play faster, but the Knicks might be better condition. You know, when you play for Tibbs, you got to be in great shape. But the Knicks found a way. It was ugly, yes. We're down 5.5. We weren't able to get stopped for the first few minutes in the fourth, but we were able to get stops. I thought OG was a key defensively. I think this is a better matchup for OG, clogging the lanes because Maxi's faster than Halliburton. Halliburton obviously is a higher IQ player when it comes to passing the ball, but Maxi's just a blur. That's the one you're talking about? Oh, the Jordan one I showed. Yeah, I can't show this. I'm gonna get copyright. I even got copyright last time for showing the interviews, but I'll just fight it if I fucking get marked for copyright. I'll probably go live for like 10 more minutes, been live for 15 minutes. Appreciate the ones that tuned in earlier. And that guy that showed love. But I still want you to show love to Nothing But Knicks. He's a great guy. I've been watching Nothing But Knicks since I was like in 6th, 7th grade when I was living in my other house. He's one of the OGs in the community. There's a reason why he's called the Pod Father. You could say he's one of the OGs in the Knicks community. But yeah, someone said Cheek struggles in the half-court game like I've been saying all year. Let's see what people are saying. I'll watch that afterwards. I don't know if he wants me to show this video. I'm sure Knicks fans are fucking going nuts. My man State. Fucking McDonald's ad. I don't know why. Ow. I kind of want to check what's happening in that Timberwolves game. But hey, the Knicks, as they've done all playoffs, they found a way. You could say the officiating's been kind of trash. I thought it was trash on both sides. It just happened to come down to the worst moment for Indiana, but they called it really ticky-tacky in the third quarter. But the Knicks can't control that the officials are trash. The Knicks are just playing their game. They're playing aggressive, and when you play aggressive, you get calls. But guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Knicks get a game 1 win. They grinded it out, which is crazy that we won this game because I didn't even think we played our best at all. We were bad at we were turning the ball over. But we actually had more points off turnovers, and we actually had more points transition. Our bench got outscored. Turner killed us, but we won the rebounding battle. We won the rebounding battle, and we're better down the stretch of this game. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go Knicks. Let's take game 2. Way to protect home court tonight.